Greetings one and all. Today I'm talking about this picture of John Lithgow in his Dumbledore attire on the beach in Cornwall. Now, you've probably already seen this as I'm a little bit late to the party on this one, but who cares? Check him out here. I think he looks pretty brilliant. Okay, so we can see here the iconic half-moon glasses, which is good to see, but to be fair, no less than what we would expect. After all, both Michael Gambon and Richard Harris's Dumbledores both donned half-moon glasses. Dumbledore is supposed to have long flowing silver beard and moustache and a crooked nose. I'd say it all looks pretty good on this front from these images. He's definitely got the flowing beard and moustache. Whether it's silver, I'll let you make your own mind up, but to me it's more of a snowy white than a silver. He looks a bit like Father Christmas, to be honest. But that's okay, silvery white, there's not much in it, to be honest. What else? I absolutely love his outfit, specifically in this picture here, and I'll tell you for why. He looks very eccentric and a bit kooky. This is exactly how he's described in the books. He's supposed to be the most powerful wizard in the world, but a complete oddball who's interested in all sorts of stuff and makes weird jokes all the time. This image in particular gives me faith that we might finally see the exact Dumbledore that we were promised in the books. The length of the beard right is amazing. You can see here it's actually longer than either Harris or Gambon's Dumbledores. It's fabulous because it makes his appearance look even more odd and outlandish, which is exactly the way it should be. This funky shirt and weird velvet looking trousers loose around the bottom look brilliant. And now, the belle of the ball, the cherry on top of the cake, the boots. Now, at first glance, you might think that these are just wellies or something, considering that he is on the beach, but oh no. I personally think these are the very high-heeled, buckled boots that we were told Dumbledore was wearing in the very first chapter of the very first book. Now, how is that for attention to detail? This is what I was praying for from this series, and so far, it's delivering. I will draw your attention back to the image of the new Ron in King's Cross wearing a Chudley Cannons t-shirt. It's the small details that we never quite got in the films. Anyway, so overall here, I think Dumbledore's appearance looks brilliant. And I actually think the crucial point is that he looks accurate in terms of how Dumbledore's described in the books, but even more important, he looks noticeably different to both Gambon and Harris's Dumbledores, which is so important. It's probably even more important than that his character and personality is different to Harris and Gambon's Dumbledore, but his appearance, I think, is an early sign of things to come. His outfit is eccentric and quirky, so I'm hoping that means that his character and personality will be quirky and eccentric as well. Looking at Gambon's Dumbledore, there's noticeable differences when you compare it to the new John Lithgow Dumbledore. Gambon's hair was more of like a greyish blonde sort of colour. The clothes were generally quite grey and beige and way less outlandish than what we can see Lithgow wearing here. He obviously still looks unusual, like you wouldn't expect to bump into him in a Tesco's, but like he looks like quite a formal sort of wizard. The outfits that he used to wear were like the robes that you would expect a headmaster at Hogwarts to wear. But compare that to John Lithgow, the beard is much longer, which makes him look like more of an oddball. But in the pictures that we can see when he's got the robes on and without the robes on, in all of them he looks majestic, flamboyant and a bit theatrical, which all results in a strikingly different looking Dumbledore to Michael Gambon's. Now let's compare him to Richard Harris's Dumbledore. Richard Harris's Dumbledore's outfits were colourful, which is sort of what we expect from the books, but they gave off more of like a royal feeling than what we can see Lithgow wearing here. Harris's outfits give off less of a kooky, eccentric, energetic vibe compared to what Lithgow's outfit is giving us in these pictures. Harris's were a bit more calm, regal and luxurious looking. I mean, look, these are literally just a small handful of photos. It's too early to make like a big judgment, but from this brief look, it's a huge thumbs up from me. He looks nothing like the other two Dumbledores, which is so important. I'm hoping that this translates to Dumbledore's personality being as eccentric, calm, comedic, energetic, and unusual as we saw in the books, which neither Gambon, who was more irritable, erratic, and confusing, or Harris, who was calm, wise, and soothing, but not quite quirky or energetic enough, managed to achieve. Anyways, that is that. In my next video, I will dive into why on earth I think they are filming on a beach at all. I have some theories which I will dive into next week, but goodbye for now. If you enjoyed this video, drop it a like and subscribe to the channel for more.